Woo, it's windy. It is windy. Bike blogger here. It's Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. Top of the day. Bicycle maintenance. It's a little chilly outside. Got my fingerless gloves, but I do have a coat on. I'm trying to stay warm. We'll talk about bicycle clothing and probably another video later this week. Yesterday I talked about route and parking, so today we'll talk about bicycle maintenance. What are some things you gotta know when you're going bike commuting? What are some things that you gotta know how to do, basically? Things that are good to know how to do, at least. So there's the saying ABC quick. So you probably heard of it before if you're a avid cyclist. It stands for something. ABC. Air, brakes, chain, cassette. Quick means quick release on your well, basically on your wheels, although you can have a quick release on your saddle too. A quick release just means a mechanism you can take off your wheel really easily. So it's all really centered around safety is what I'm talking about. So let's begin with A for air. You want to make sure your tires are pumped up. Do that before you head out. The correct air pressure is written on the sidewall of the tire. If you're not sure, you know, if it's a really skinny tire, you probably want to put at least 100 psi into it, maybe more. And by really skinny, I mean a tire that's only like 25 millimeters wide or 1 inch wide. Whew. Made up the hill. If it's a little wider of a tire, like on a gravel bike, adventure bike, cyclocross bike, you want to aim for at least 80 psi. Could take it up to 100 though. I wouldn't worry too much about overinflating, but you definitely don't want to underinflate because you risk yourself getting a puncture. That is where you get a flat tire. So that brings me to knowing how to change a flat tire or basically a punctured inner tube, because chances are you're probably not riding you know, without an inner tube, but depends if you have a mountain bike. A lot of mountain bikes wheel rims are meant for without that inner tube. But anyway, what is B? B is brakes. You got to make sure the brakes are working well. Brakes are very important. So pretty self-explanatory, but know how your brakes work. Know if there's something jamming them up. You know how to fix it, or you have the tools to fix it with. Typically all you need is like an Allen wrench, basically. Typically a 5 millimeter wide or a 4 millimeter Allen wrench. Just go to the left here. Whew. Up. What the hell? Whew. Hang on, left here. On our way. On our way. Whew. Even though it's really chilly, the one benefit is I'm not really sweating too much, as long as I'm not too overdressed. Whew. So yeah, that's B for brakes. Now what is C? C is the chain or cassette, basically the drivetrain on the bike. So you want to keep that well oiled. There's a couple different types of chain oil. You can even put a kind of a chain grease on there, which can last longer, although it can gather a lot of gunk over time. So yeah, I would recommend oiling your chain probably once a week. You know, I mean, I do less than that, honestly. But yeah, probably once a week isn't that bad. It's really easy, you know, you just pedal the bike basically and drip some oil in it, and it will get into all the little crevices. You get really particular about it and get it, you know, one drop on each link. I don't think you need to worry about it to that extent. Whew. Sounds ABC. Oh yeah, the cassette, right? Well, that's the cog. Well, I guess chain ring and cassette. Those are the sprockets in the front and the back of the drivetrain. Really, the best way to clean those is you gotta kind of take the chain off, pretty much, because getting those teeth cleaned are kind of difficult. So I guess C could stand for clean. Keep a nice, clean bike. Whew. So another thing is when you're about to head out in the morning, very simply, you can check all these things. You know, check your quick release, see if the lever is disengaged or partially disengaged. And then ABC, check the end of the tires, you know, squeeze the tire, bounce the bike. You'll be able to know right away if it's really deflated, which can happen sometimes if you have a really slow leak. Overnight, they can just lose all the air. Another reason I also suggest pumping up your tires before you head out during the day. If you got a bike pump at work, that also helps. Whew. Into the city, into the city. And then brakes, you know, just squeeze your brake levers before you get on the bike. Make sure the brakes are actually engaging when you roll the bike forward. Whew. Get over the lefty. There's nobody around. I think we'll go this way. Actually, there's nobody around, so let's go this way. Normally I wouldn't jump across lanes like that, but I have a feeling this light up here that's green will stay green for us as long as there's not other traffic. Whew. Whew. And then for the chain, you know, just kind of spin the pedals, you know, backwards. Make sure the chain's not just falling off or something. Bounce the bike. Make sure there's nothing wrong with the drivetrain, pretty much. But especially check the air in the tires and then the brakes. If you're only going to check a couple things, bounce the bike, squeeze the brake levers, you're probably pretty good to go. Whew. The light over there is buzzing or something. I was wondering, like, what the heck is that sound? Sounds like my three-wheel, my bike. I don't know if this light's gonna work for us here. See, it's like, it says don't walk, like it's gonna stop. It's not changing, and see, there's a thing in the ground here. See that cut in the ground? That's where there should be a strip that would pick up the bike. But sometimes you can try laying the bike down like this. See if you can get it to activate. There's nobody around. We're gonna go this way. See, it just went through a cycle. See, now it's like crosswalk here. So, so we'll wait for the crosswalk, I guess. I can hit the crosswalk here. Wait. So now, since I hit the crosswalk, which is going that way, I can scoot back out over here. Usually I wouldn't actually go across there. I could have hit the button right, could have hit that button right there, I guess. Now that's changing the light for me, so there you go. Worst case scenario, you hit the crosswalk symbol. Now I'll force the light to change. And actually where I live, you're allowed to just go through the stoplight after you stop and there's no traffic around, if it's gone through a cycle or two. I have to look that up sometime because I don't know exactly what the rule is for that. If it's like you gotta wait so many minutes or so many cycles for the light, I don't know. Woo, it's windy. It is windy. So we're almost to work now. This has been Tuesday morning. I'll see you tomorrow day. Tomorrow day. Wednesday. Woo. Fuck the hell. If you have any other tips, leave them in the comment section below. I'm trying to hit all the kind of the basics here for bicycle commuting day by day here. So yesterday was plan out a route, use Google Maps or whatever. Figure out, check the street view. And today is, kind of check the safety of your bike before you go. Pump up those tires. Pump up the tires. Pump up the tires. Woo. See you next time tomorrow. Tomorrow. Woo.